The LA Lakers have brought in grief counselors for one-on-one and group therapy after the loss of their former teammate, Kobe Bryant, and his 13-year-old daughter, Gigi. We wondered how the families of other victims handle a tragedy like this. The Altobellis lost a father in John, a mother, Carrie, and a sister in Alyssa. The Chesters lost a mother in Sarah and sister, Peyton. Harbor Day School lost their coach, Christina Mauser. The pilot, Ara Kabayan, was also killed. How do these families handle their own personal loss amid such a high-profile event? Joining me now, Maureen Brogan, who is with the Rutgers Traumatic Loss Coalition for Youth. Maureen, welcome to Chasing News. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for having me, Bill.
So the audience understands this. I think we hear this a lot, grief counselors, and it's almost like you hear it when there's a tragedy at a school, et cetera. They come in. What does that actually mean? What do they do? How do they help people?
So really I'm glad you bring it up, Bill, because there's a difference between counseling and stabilization. When there's a crisis, such in the school, it could be a car accident, cancer, it could be news such as Kobe Bryant's death, and it kind of ripples through the school community. You have various reactions, and a lot of times you hear, oh, grief counselors were available. We're not even at the grief spot yet. We're talking about students hearing this news for the first time, and we're really talking about stabilization.
Now, let me ask you, the news was about the Lakers making sure they took care of their players, but you've got families that have lost mothers, fathers, siblings. Is that more traumatic given the fact that they died in a crash with somebody so famous?
When there's such a big blitz of media and a high-profile case such as this, you're also sometimes taking away that family and that community's ability to grieve in their time and in their way.
The part of the story that strikes me is that this helicopter was heading to a youth sports game. You had a bunch of kids on the court, and they got the news on social media that the helicopter had crashed.
Right. And that's honestly the worst way to hear bad news is through such as like a media outlet where you don't have an interaction with anyone. It's a one-way conversation. You're hearing it. Really what they need is to then have conversations with trusted adults to be able to process it.
Appreciate it, Maureen.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me.
Have a good day.